Hello, everybody, and welcome to What's Up in the Northland with me, Jer. So, welcome to another episode of What's Up in the Northland. We're going to go over the reports that we've received over the past month since our last meeting, and we'll have some updates on some recently closed cases. So, sit back, relax, keep the mind open, and let's see what's going on in the Northland. All right, so let's see what's up in the Northland. Starting off with some updates here. November 12th, 2025 at about 8:30 in the evening in Virginia, Minnesota. Jamie was on this one. This is her update. This is a quick overview of what it was before. UFO in the sky. So while watching the northern lights, I noticed a light moving and changing direction and then moved up into the north, disappearing quickly. So let's play the video here. I'm assuming it's the one that's bouncing around. Okay, so when she noticed an object moving around in her camera screen in a way that was not like an airplane could move, she then looked at the sky with her eyes and confirmed the object was actually present in the sky and not a camera artifact. So I do not think this was a lens flare because the witness indicated that she also saw the object move around with her naked eye. So Jamie summed this up as unknown UAV. Okay, so moving into new cases, looks like we've had one new case in North Dakota and 3 new cases in North Minnesota. So let's see what we got. Start off with the North Dakota case. Not a whole lot of information in this one. It was reported on December 3rd in Cass County. Anna's on it, and that is all the information we have. So she'll get a hold of this witness and see what's going on. Let's move on to northern Minnesota cases. Okay, so this happened December 15th and was reported on the same day. It happened at 6:45 in the morning in Thief River Falls, and Anna was on this one too. Let's see, the witness summary just means tight string of lights approximately 20 in number before dawn, unable to distinguish shape. Lights emitted light blue similar to LED headlights of a car. This is the narration. It says, on December 5th of 2025 at 6:45, located 7 miles due west of Thief River Falls, Minnesota, on Highway 1. I observed a tight string of lights traveling from the west to the east in a straight line. Started at the west horizon, traveling overhead to the east. It was too dark to determine a shape. The lights were spaced tightly in the lead. 6 to 8 lights followed closely by randomly spaced lights, about 10 to 12. The spaces appeared to correspond with spaces emitting light. The light was similar to LED headlights of a car. The lights crossed across the sky about 4 times faster than a commercial jet, and it was too fast for me to get my phone to record it. Made no sound. So let's see what we got. There was a Starlink launch from Vandenberg Air Force Base on December 4th. This was been able to been seen over Minnesota as a Starlink train, just like the picture there shows. That's not the picture associated with this case. That was just a picture that I pulled off the internet. But that's what Starlink looks like. So they would have been able to have seen, the Starlinks would have been able to see in Minnesota as a train. It was reported in various social media spots. I verified this via Stellarium Web. However, per Weather Underground, it was cloudy on that date and time of the sighting. It did become partly cloudy soon after the sighting time, so there's a possibility that there were some open areas in the clouds. Disposition sent to the witness via email, closing this case with a disposition of IFO, identified flying object, Starlink, but will reopen if the witness does not agree and has an additional information. So Anna, thank you for that. Next one we got here happened in Duluth. Happened December 6th. Reported December 6th. Happened at 1806. Again in Duluth. And I was the investigator on this one. Short narration just says, I observed an object shaped like a triangle that was very bright in color moving through the sky. Long narration just says the object was arrowhead shaped. The pointed tip was outlined in red. A straight line exited from the rear as a single bright neon white stream. As the object moved over my head, it was silent. As the short video shows, which we'll get to in just a second, the object looked green in the distance and looked round in shape. It seemed to be on a flight pattern going opposite the direction of commercial airplanes and military aircraft I usually observe from my house. This is the video right here. So let's just play this and see what you guys think. It's very short. It's really hard to see behind the trees. Play it one more time. Looks rather compelling back there, doesn't it? But again, it's behind the trees. It's hard to see. Okay, so moving on here. This is my summary. The interview is compelling, along with the video. Unfortunately, the video is tough to see through the trees. So the witness mentioned that there were several other people on the Nextdoor app that saw the object as well. He's well versed with aircraft landing at the Duluth airport and was certain this object was lower than aircraft coming in for a landing. Aircraft coming in for a landing about where he was at would be about 2,500 to 3,500 feet above his head. So he's thinking the object was actually lower than that. He did mention that the object appeared to be translucent, or he could actually see through it. The timestamp on the video, however, coincides exactly with the Starlink satellite 3322 re-entering the atmosphere and burning up, as described and seen on many other websites that evening. So upon closer inspection of the video, it does appear that what the witness actually recorded was that Starlink coming back in. You can tell just by the way it moves, the colors. If you look real close, you can see like it fell apart as it was burning up, coming down. So you can just rewind the video and go back and take a look, but that's what I saw during that. So I signed this one off as identified flying object, man-made object, Starlink 3322. So this happened in June of 2022. It was reported on December 15th, 2025, but it happened at about 3 in the morning near Cass Lake, Minnesota. And Anna, again, is on this one. Like I said, we need more investigators up here. Short narration just says, red bright fireball. The long narration reads, I was walking to meet my brother who said he needed help down the road. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. At night, I had a German Shepherd with me. I paraphrased this. While walking along with my dog, there's no street lights on a red bright light turned on behind me, and it startled my dog. He started yelping, running away. I turned and looked to see who or what had turned on the light directly behind me. I ran away because there was no light post or people behind to light it up, and it started to approach slowly, and it felt like I was going to be taken. So I noticed my phone wasn't working, so I ran to the nearest house that I could find, screaming for help, and that someone was trying to take me, and that the person that answered the door, I told them what happened, and they said it was okay that I'd come in and stay until daylight. So I waited there until the sun came up, and I walked back home, but I was scared for a long time after what had happened, and I was afraid to tell anybody about it because no one would believe me on the spot. No one would believe me. And on the spot where the fireball was, or orb, or whatever it was, it's just an open area where nothing will grow. There's no trees, no plants, nothing will grow on that spot after he saw the orb. He was a security officer at one point, but he says now he's been scared when the night comes because he feels like they might come back for me. So that one sounds kind of interesting, but Anna's on that one, and if it turns into an ERT, which is an Experiencer Resource Team case, this is all we're going to hear about it. And that's what's going on in Northland.
Thanks for joining us today. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. And if you've seen anything strange up in the skies, report it to MUFON.com and let us know down below in the comments. And until next month, keep those eyes to the skies, because you never know what you're going to see.
Have you ever thought about becoming a MUFON field investigator? Well, now is the perfect time to get involved. Here's how it works. Start by visiting MUFON.com. That's MUFON.com, and become a member. Once you're signed up, you'll be able to purchase the official Field Investigator Manual. Study the manual at your own pace, then take the online test. Once you pass, you'll be paired with a mentor, an experienced investigator who will guide you every step of the way. And remember, you'll never investigate alone. MUFON is a team, and we're always supporting each other as we search for the truth about UFOs. So if you ever wanted to make a real difference in the world of UFO research, this is your chance. Visit MUFON.com and get started today.